You're watching Monterey City's for news, weather, and live local sports. Wyln, we're your local network.
Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Paula Dagnan. 3 people now dead. That following an early morning fire in Hanover Township. 27-year-old John and Julia Crossley and 2-year-old Riley Ferreira died in a house fire this morning at 19 Little Street. Fire crews were called to the home around 2:30. A 4th person, a young boy, was airlifted to an area hospital to be treated for serious injuries sustained in the blaze. Hanover Township Fire Chief Joe Temerantz said that 2 people who were staying in the first floor front room, which had been converted into a bedroom, escaped the fire. One of them, Ferreira's father. The 2-alarm fire brought in firefighters from Plymouth, Kingston, Nanticoke, and Ashley to help Hanover Township firefighters bring that blaze under control. As of this afternoon, the fire still listed as undetermined. The Luzerne County Deputy Coroner said no autopsies were immediately planned for the victims, but the cause and manner of death was pending in the fire marshal's investigation. Fire Sunday in Pottsville left 2 adults and 7 kids without a home just 2 weeks before Christmas. Crews were called to the home at 709 West Market Street in Pottsville around noon Sunday. Fire crews arrived quickly. Fire officials called in a second alarm to help bring that fire under control. The American Red Cross was called in to help the family displaced. A state police fire marshal called to help find a cause of that fire in Pottsville. Police in Wilkes-Barre investigating a shooting. It happened late this morning at Sherman Hills apartment complex. Police were called to the complex's high-rise on Parkview Circle around 20:12 for a report of a man shot in the arm. Medics say they did take a man to an area hospital for treatment while police were seeking the gunman. No more information has yet been released. Sean Christie was in a federal courtroom this morning in Scranton. The McAdoo man was in court to hear charges that were brought against him for leading police on a 3-month manhunt and making threats against the president and other elected officials. Christie's parents were in the courtroom today as well. According to court reports, Christie yelled at the judge, and the prosecution in the courtroom and 3 marshals had to restrain him after he refused to sit down in the courtroom. He's expected to go to trial early next year. Hazleton Police and the Luzerne County District Attorney's Office holding a news conference Friday night inside Hazleton Fire Department's Southside Station. They addressed their monster response to attempt in cleaning up the streets. WYLN's Julia Wiegand has the details.
Local, state, and federal law enforcement took to Hazleton streets Friday night to take those breaking the law into custody. Police made maneuvers as at least 50 law enforcement officers swept the streets and a state police helicopter flew overhead, searching for lawbreakers for hours and ensuring officer safety. Luzerne County District Attorney Stephanie Salavantis said that she's paying close attention and that the Operation Alliance sends a clear message to potential criminal organizations looking to use Hazleton.
We're showing that we can do great things together and we will not leave. We are going to be focusing on Hazleton and making sure that the communities are safe, that residents feel safe in their homes and in their neighborhoods.
Salavantis knows this problem exceeds Hazleton and said that this strong alliance will continue to come together to keep attacking each area as it comes.
That, again, is the message. We're not giving up. We're not allowing these individuals to think that they could take over our streets. So we will continue to be fighting, and you will see this again.
As of the 8:30 press conference Friday night at Southside Station, police had 60 contacts with citizens, assisted with 1 fentanyl overdose of a 26-year-old male, made 16 arrests, had 5 warrant apprehensions, and 4 arrests for possession with intent to deliver. Hazleton Police Chief Jerry Spezial said that this is all about making a safer Hazleton and the collaboration and coordination between the various departments of law enforcement involved.
And these operations will continue, and we will continue to support operations in other cities. However, this lead up to this is also another component.
Several hundred pills were also seized, along with about 10 grams of marijuana, multiple bundles of heroin and fentanyl, and an undisclosed amount of methamphetamine. 7 vehicles were also impounded, 1 stolen from Philadelphia.
I hope the message rings loud and clear to the criminals. Stay the hell out of Hazleton, because if you don't, we're coming to get you. And that's really what the bottom line is. We're going to band together, as you can see, and we are going to do what we do best, put you in jail.
Those involved in Operation Alliance didn't announce their extent of patrols until the press conference for security reasons, despite the helicopter piquing public interest. Reporting in Hazleton for WYLN News, I'm Julia Wiegand.
And today, the murder case of Michael Marchok got underway in a Schuylkill County courtroom. Marchok is on trial for killing his father, former Schuylkill County Assistant District Attorney Gary Marchok, Father's Day 2017. President Judge William Baldwin is presiding over the trial. The 38-year-old faces first, second, and third-degree murder, robbery, theft, access device fraud, and possessing instruments of a crime. If convicted of murder, Marchok could spend life in prison. Police say Marchok went to his father's home in Barnesville and attacked him with a baseball bat June 18, 2017. Police say he went there to ask his father for money, but his father declined to give it to him, and that's when police say the attack happened. He then took off to New Jersey, where he was picked up in June. Michael's brother Matthew found their father dead June 19th. Michael and Matthew's mother is Schuylkill County Treasurer Linda Marchok. A former deputy coroner was back in a courtroom and deemed a sexually violent predator by a Schuylkill County judge. 61-year-old Edward Smith of Tamaqua, who was already deemed a sexually violent predator by a Luzerne County judge in another case. Schuylkill County Judge James Goodman sentenced Smith to 8 to 16 years in a state prison plus 3 years probation. He almost must be on Megan's Law for the rest of his life. Goodman also made his sentence consecutive to the one of 6 to 20 years in state prison that Luzerne County Judge David Lupus had imposed. That was back in May. Coming up on WYLN News, the state AG taking a look at Luzerne County voting system. But before we go to a break, a check on the forecast. Clear overnight, the low 18. Then we have some sunshine and temperatures getting into the 40s. Stay with us.
In preparation for the Christmas season, Antonia's Jewelry and Repair is filled with special collections for this season of joy. We offer a variety of watches, including Bulova. Fine diamond jewelry in yellow, white, and rose gold. Engagement rings that can be custom designed so it is one of a kind. Diamond anniversary bands, rings, pendants, earrings, and more. Full service jewelry and watch repairs. Stop in to see Tony, formerly from Howard's Jewelers. Let her help you pick the perfect gift. Antonia's Jewelry and Repair, 289 Airport Road in Hazel Township.
We're going to have a December to remember with prices on Jeeps and Rams that will never, ever be beat. How about a 2019 Dodge Ram 1500 4x4 double cab? You pay $35,988. Or how about an 18 Jeep Compass Latitude 4x4? You pay $25,988. How about a 2018 Renegade Latitude 4x4? You pay $22,650. A 2019 Jeep Cherokee Limited 4x4? You pay $28,988. No payments till 2019. Check us out on the web at blazehazleton.com. Remember, taking the deals the other guys won't.
Say Merry Christmas with a gift from Felons Jewelers in Hazleton and Cunningham, making people happy since 1922.
Your safety matters to us, and now we've been recognized for it. Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton earned an A in patient safety from Leapfrog Group. This means we're among the best in the nation for patient safety. We provide the expert care you need close to home.
Auditor General Eugene DePasquale will investigate expenses paid trips for Luzerne County Election Director Marisa Crispel and the Nebraska-based company that funded the trips, as well as provided Luzerne County's election voting machines and poll books. It will be part of an audit DePasquale began to evaluate the integrity and security of the state's voting system. The Auditor General said he will meet with his staff to discuss expanding the scope of the audit to review Crispel's trips. DePasquale said he wants to dig deeper into the paid trips, saying it's concerning at a minimum that a vendor is paying for trips, especially on something this important. Residents in Beaver Meadows will not see a property tax increase in 2019. The tentative budget that was approved in November has the 2019 budget at just over $493,000, which calls for maintaining the property taxes at 7.5 mills. The final budget will be voted on this Wednesday at 6:30. If all the funds and numbers hold true at the end of 2019, the borough will have a balance of $28,000. Moving over to Schuylkill County, where residents in East Union Township will not see a tax increase in 2019. That's according to the township's tentative budget. The township supervisors say the spending plans for 2019 is at $991,192, that starts with a carryover of just over $184,000 from 2018. The millage rate will remain at 2.45 mills. The budget is open for public inspection at the Township Municipal Building, and final adoption is planned for December 27th at 6 p.m. A vote on Hazleton City's budget will have to wait after this Wednesday's council meeting was canceled. In an email from Hazleton's council clerk, the meeting was moved from this Wednesday to next Monday, December 17th, starting at 6 p.m. And Luzerne County will be voting on the county's 2019 budget tomorrow night. The proposal of a tax increase for county residents still remains, but now how much is possible is in question. County Manager David Pedri originally proposed a 3% increase, but after last week's meeting with department managers and other proposed cuts, it could be reduced. Tuesday's meeting begins 6 p.m. at the Luzerne County Courthouse. Come January 1st, a new stormwater fee will be taking effect for those municipalities who participate in a regional compliance plan handled by the Wyoming Valley Sanitary Authority. Municipalities in all with owners of 32 municipalities, I should say, in all with owners of over 80,000 properties received advance billing notices. The amount to be paid depends on which group each parcel falls in. That means fees will range from $12 to just shy of $60 a year for residential properties to just over $930 a year for most commercial and industrial properties. Now, if you'd like more information, you can visit wvsa.org. And the public is also invited to 2 upcoming meetings. One this coming Thursday, December 13th, at the Plymouth Township Municipal Building at 3 p.m. and the authority's next meeting, which will be on December 18th at the offices in Hanover Township. The Pennsylvania Senate Republican majority is questioning the residency qualifications of a Democrat who flipped a Republican-held seat by fewer than 800 votes. It's injecting tension into a normally quiet December between legislative sessions. A vote against seating Democrat Lindsey Williams could turn swearing in on January 1st into a partisan fight. Coming up on Beaver Valley's new choice, sounds of the season in Community and You, and letters to Santa. And as we head out to break, let's take a look at the midday winning lottery numbers. Good luck if you played. We'll have those numbers for you on our Facebook page. Just stay with us.
Hi, I had a very minor fender bender tonight in an unreasonably narrow fast food drive-through lane. Don't worry, I have everything handled. I already spoke to our Allstate agent, and I know that we have accident forgiveness, which is so smart on your guys' part. Like the fact that they'll
4 weeks without the car.
Okay, yep, good night.
With accident forgiveness, your rates won't go up just because of an accident. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown in the Hometown Village Square.
You don't need to wait until Black Friday to get the best deals on a new car. At All American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, our deals start now. During the Black Friday sales event, lease a new Jeep Compass Latitude 4x4 for just $229 a month. Or buy a new 2019 Jeep Cherokee Latitude 4x4, starting at dealer invoice plus $4,500 off. And get 0% financing on select models. You don't need to wait until Black Friday for the best deals at All American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Call Whitetail this holiday season for outside catering of all your holiday parties. Gift cards for trap, skeet, and sporting clays are also available. They're perfect for an experienced shooter, and shooting lessons are always available for first-timers. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-535-6123. Contact Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range this holiday season.
Welcome to Community and You here on Wyln, everyone. I'm Gary Perna. Very pleased to have with me a good friend of mine, Bob Lagana from the Hazleton Philharmonic. And Bob, I can't believe we are here talking about, and we are now in the Christmas season, the 15th annual Sounds of the Season. And you and I were talking before this taping, and just unbelievable 15 years of presenting this beautiful work of art to the greater Hazleton and surrounding communities right at Christmas time. So this year, December 15th, 2018, the Alice C. Wiltsey Performing Arts Center, the 15th year, doors open at 6, shows at 7. Ticket price is $10. This is a great event. This is a great thing to get everybody out to go and get into that Christmas spirit. And there are some things this year, Bob, that are going to be happening that maybe we haven't seen for a couple of years that are making a grand reappearance.
Right, Gary. What I was hoping to try to do this year was to try to reach into the last 15 years and pull out some of the more notable things that we've done, some people that we've had with us before and haven't been with us recently, and try to reprise some of these things and to try to make it an anniversary type of an event. And over the years, we've done quite a few things. So, for example, we have one of the things that we're going to do, which went over really well, is a narrated version of the Night Before Christmas being done by Father Anthony General. With a little twist. It's going to have some musical punctuation from the Philharmonic Orchestra, which was a fun thing to do. Also, people might remember this from several years back. Sarah Reimer, she was, at the time she first appeared with us, she was Sarah Gardner, but her name is now Sarah Reimer, and she's a world-class soprano. If you heard her back then, you will remember her, that it was a fantastic voice, and she's going to do a couple of pieces with us, a couple of Italian arias, Puccini arias with us this year. Also, one of the things that we've had a good time with in the past years is the appearance of our big band segment, okay, and that's the type of music all in and of itself. So I've put that in the second half. Over the last couple of years, we were fortunate to have on our stage with us Fabergé Follies, and if you've seen any of the last two shows, you'll remember that it's a real class act. And this year we have some dancing in the first and the second half, so that should be fun. Also, we're going to have, a couple of years ago for the first time, area baritone Jack James started singing with us when we did our patriotic show back in 2016, and he's been working with us ever since. So he's got a nice little section of the show in the second half, appear with the big band, and he's going to sing a song that was originally recorded by Elvis Presley called "If Every Day Was Like Christmas," and I arranged it for the orchestra. So it's going to be a fun show. There's going to be something for everything.
And this is one of those events every year we talk about, but this is truly one of those events that if you leave there not in Christmas spirit, We don't know then, because this is something that truly everybody, I think, in the greater Hazleton area looks forward to go out one night. You're hearing all the music, you're seeing the great dancers, you're part of the show, really, when you're sitting in that audience.
We try our best, and I think one of the things to keep in mind is the fact, and we had this kind of in mind 15 years ago when Barry J.S. of Wyln and Dan DeMelfi and myself sat down for the first time. We wanted this to be a noteworthy event, but we wanted to feature Hazleton talent.
Right.
And I think if you come to the show, or if you've been at shows in the past, you are never cease to be amazed at how many talented people and individuals and groups we have within the Hazleton area. It's just a great time for everyone.
It is. It's a wonderful event. Again, we've been so very pleased for the last 15 years at Wyln to be part of it, thanks to Barry. Danny DeMelfi has been bringing us a lot of great talent. Of course, the orchestra and everything you guys have done. And this is truly one of the premier events to go to every year in Hazleton. So again, it's December 15th at the Alice Wiltsey Performing Arts Center at the Old Castle. Doors open at 6, shows at 7. Tickets are available at the door for $10 or by calling the Orchestra Philharmonic office at 455-2188, or by seeing any one of their members. You can get tickets off of them. And I know you've got tickets to give around, so we are waiting to fill up that auditorium on the 15th. Bob, did we leave anything out?
No. If you have nothing else better to do on Saturday evening, to come and have a great time with us.
It's a great event, and come out and support the Great Philharmonic and all the work you guys do throughout the year. And again, this is just one of those events you have to see, you have to listen to, and you have to be a part of. All right. Thank you so much for joining us here on Community and You, everyone. We'll see you next time here on WYLN.
Northeast Pennsylvania. Scenic beauty, close-knit communities. We're neighbors helping neighbors. Lehigh Valley Health Network is bringing you leading-edge cancer treatment that's close to home. Robotic surgery for quicker recoveries. World-class heart care and access to top specialists. All from Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton and our 15 community locations. Neighbors caring for Greater Hazleton and beyond. The Lehigh Valley Health Network.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Join us this season for holiday programming featuring The Chef Lou Christmas, Holiday Traditions, Holiday Baking with Jen Yamola, Holiday Cooking with Kathy Cucci, Polka Connection, Can Do Christmas, Sounds of the Season, From Saint to Claus, Hometown Holiday, Your Life Christmas Special, First Noel, Holiday Cooking with Helen and Kevin McDonald, Holiday Cooking with Granny Rita. Check out our website at WYLNTV.com for dates and times.
Kindergartners from North Schuylkill Elementary got to mail their letters to Santa this morning. WYLN's Julia Wiegand has more.
Santa will be receiving letters soon from North Schuylkill Elementary kindergartners, as they got the chance to send them this morning through the Ashland Postal Service. Letters to Santa is something that not only the good boys and girls look forward to, but the teachers do as well.
The kindergarten students have been working very hard making their letters for Santa. Some of them did them at home with their family, some of them did them here in school. But of course, the most exciting part is when they actually get to mail that letter to the North Pole.
Ashland Postal Service had 2 of their carriers come down to the elementary school, one of which is the mother of one of the kindergartners, making it extra special.
And they really went above and beyond for us this year. They all are getting a candy cane when they mail their letter, and then the post office also gave us pictures for the kids to color, so then the pictures are going to go back to the post office and they will be hung in all of the local post offices in the school district.
Letters to Santa has been going on since the elementary school opened 11 years ago. However, after digging through old files, this tradition is believed to have originated 35 years ago.
And one of our carriers today is Richard Fritz. He actually has a picture when he was in kindergarten at Ashland Elementary mailing his letter to Santa, and we believe that that was the first year that this was done. And now here he is today mailing our letters for us.
each student received a stamp to place on their envelope before adding it to the mailing bin. Now it's up to this local U.S. Postal Service to get those letters to Santa. Reporting in Ashland for WYLN News, I'm Julia Wiegand.
Awesome. A resolution approved in the state Senate marks December 10th as Wreaths Across America Day in Pennsylvania. Thousands of volunteers here and elsewhere are spending this week placing wreaths on the graves of Americans who made the ultimate sacrifice while in uniform. A ceremony marking the observance was held today at the state capitol. After fighting leukemia for more than a year, Nanticoke Mayor Rich Wojtrowski died over the weekend. That announcement came from the Nanticoke Fire Department Facebook page on Sunday afternoon. He was also a volunteer with that department. So far, no funeral arrangements have yet been announced. That's the news. Remember, you can always get news updates on our WYLN News Facebook page. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next on WYLN TV.
You don't need to wait until Black Friday to get the best deals on a new car. At All American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, our deals start now. During the Black Friday sales event, lease a new Jeep Compass Latitude 4x4 for just $229 a month. Or buy a new 2019 Jeep Cherokee Latitude 4x4, starting at dealer invoice plus $4,500 off. And get 0% financing on select models. You don't need to wait until Black Friday for the best deals at All American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Tickets are now on sale for the annual Sounds of the Season concert at the Alice C. Wiltsey Performing Arts Center in Hazleton. Ring in the holidays with performances by the Hazleton Philharmonic Orchestra under the direction of Robert Lagana, Fabergé Follies, Hazleton Philharmonic Big Band Sound. Tickets are $10 for adults and $5 for children. Sounds of the Season is brought to you by these businesses.
We're going to have a December to remember with prices on Jeeps and Rams that will never, ever be beat. How about a 2019 Dodge Ram 1500 4x4 double cab? You pay $35,988. Or how about an 18 Jeep Compass Latitude 4x4? You pay $25,988. How about a 2018 Renegade Latitude 4x4? You pay $22,650. A 2019 Jeep Cherokee Limited 4x4? You pay $28,988. No payments till 2019. Check us out on the web at blazehazleton.com. Remember, taking the deals the other guys won't.
You're watching Mountaintop's Choice for news, weather, and live local